Hey guys, Greg here. Another review, another movie review. Been kind of running through a bunch of movies that have come out because of the summer. The next one I'm reviewing is In the Heights, which you can find on HBO Max. In the Heights is one of Lin-Manuel Miranda's first musicals that he ever did. He actually wrote this one well before Hamilton. And even though Hamilton was a bigger success for him, this is a personal thing to him. In the Heights is basically the story of four characters that live within Washington Heights. Back when he wrote it, it took place in the 90s, but now it's been updated because people have cell phones in this movie. But the idea is that these four characters feel like they're stuck in this urban environment that they were thrust into, that they were born into, and they don't really feel like there's a way out. Even the girl who thought she found her way out by going to college, she ends up coming back to the Heights. And it's a great little piece about people that you wouldn't even think about. You would just pass by as you're walking down the street or driving down a block. It's what I love about stories like this is it brings forth this concept of self-individuality. You need to have this who am I? What am I doing here? Where am I going? What's my life about? And pardon me, sometimes the best way to handle that is to look at your surroundings and understand where you are. Your aspirations are great, but maybe figure them out a little bit better, or just kind of. And that's what I love about this. The story of the characters trying to figure out what they want to be and stuff is great. I fucking fell in love with it. There's even a moment about towards the end of the second act that I was just in tears. It's very good in that, and I highly recommend it. If you're a fan of musicals, go check it out. The music is fan-fucking-tastic. I mean, it's Lin-Manuel. If you've watched Hamilton or Moana, you know what kind of style of music you're getting. And you know what kind of style of lyrical genius you're getting. Lin doesn't fuck around, and I love that about his style. There is a little bit of controversy with this, where a lot of the people that live in Washington Heights are Afro-Dominican, which means they're black. They're just straight black with Dominican Republic blood, so they're part Latino-ish. I don't know. Think of Miles Morales. Miles Morales is he's half not Dominican Republic, but Puerto Rican and half black. Though, people like Miles Morales live all up in the Washington Heights. And when Lin first wrote this play, in his original Broadway play and subsequent ones after that, the diversity within the cast was immense. Even Afro-Dominican people were in the play. For some reason, and they've addressed it, this Washington Heights just didn't cast any Afro-Dominican people at all. And a lot of people have pointed this out and said that it's kind of fucked up and it feels like erasure and all this sort of shit. And I totally understand that. And Lin and even the lead, who was also in Hamilton, have expressed that they fucked up. And they've said it that way. We messed up big time. We should have been paying more attention. We just were making the play. We were excited. We didn't think about what we were doing. And I think it's a great learning moment. I think it's a great moment to sit there and go, well, how are we casting things? How are we absorbing media and not holding certain people accountable for representation and things like that? So I'm kind of glad that happened in a way. As a white guy who doesn't really, if I watched this movie without reading any of that, I wouldn't have known any of that shit. Not to mention I've never been to New York, so there's that. Let alone the Washington Heights. So I'm glad there were people that pointed that out. And that's what's great about the internet is pointing that out. But also sitting there going they're not going, Lin, fuck you, you're canceled, you don't get to make anything anymore. What they're doing is, Lin, address this. Understand you messed up. Bring it up, point it out. And they've done that, and I commend them greatly for that. So when you're watching this movie, if you watch this movie, do understand that it's not 100% accurate to the people that live there. It is a lot of accuracy, but not enough. So take that into consideration. But also take into consideration it is a great story. It's a great story with great music. Highly recommend it. I'm gonna give it an A. I think with the emotions that it ran through me, I loved it to death. And I love musicals too, so it's just a lot there. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Check out all the links below for other videos that we do or the social medias you can follow us on. Right now, we're still doing the podcast where we're reviewing Loki, which comes out once a week. And once we're done with that, who knows? But yeah, you can follow me on all socials under Chub Rock Geek, and I'll see you next time.